Gia hutch, test buds, and me lads and lasses all around the world. It's me, Brandon, and this is my beer. You can't have a St. Paddy's Day show without a Guinness. Give me a grade. How was my Gaelic and my Irish accent? Would I pass in a pub ordering a pint with that? Let me know. So part of the Guinness experience is the pour itself. Let's see how I can do. And now we wait. And while we wait, let's tell you a little story about when we went to Ireland in 2019 before the world decided to end. So the very last night we were in Dublin, we were in the Ferryman pub, which was right down from our hotel. I was wearing this exact outfit, to which an Irishman turned to me and said, "Oh, well, you can tell you're a tourist. Nobody actually wears that here." To which Dawn, little bit of Dawn, turns to him and his three friends and says, "Oh, well, he wears that at home." To which I turned to her and said, "Don't get me in a bar fight. Outnumbered 3-1 in Ireland, please." And there we go. Come on, that's pretty good. That's good. But Guinness isn't the only Irish beer that's really good. Smithwicks is probably my favorite. Well, at least the favorite that I can get in America, because the actual best you can only get in Ireland, and it's called Five Lamps. And I had a fancy glass from where I stole one in Ireland, and I can't find it since we moved. So when we went to Ireland, I made it my personal duty to find the best bangers and mash in Dublin. I mean, sausage and mashed potatoes, how can you go wrong? So that is what we are doing here in this episode, if you didn't read the title. And since it is another one of mine, that means no Hold My Beer stickers going out now for the third episode in a row. Again, the only way to get one of the Hold My Beer stickers is to find a cook that you want me to do, send it to me, and when I pick it, you'll get a sticker. That easy. Social medias, they're in the link. All you gotta do, find something fun, interesting. Every now and then I'll go for the crazy cooks. Hello?
What are you doing?
I am recording the intro.
Will you hurry up?
Bye-bye. So I don't know where I was rudely interrupted at, so find a cook, send it to me, tag me in it, you get a sticker. And don't forget, down in the description is the link to Patreon. If you want to help support the channel that way, it would be greatly appreciated. See, I told you I ordered them. They're a real thing. They exist now. So drop down in the description, Patreon link, get you another sticker. There's also ways that you can help support the channel for free. All you got to do, hit the like button, make sure you're subscribed, make a comment, just say hey, I don't even care, that helps, and send it to your friends. Tell them that there's a video of this guy that embarrasses the crap out of himself and makes fun food. So I do need to give a shout out. Most of you know that I started a new job back in January. Well, most of my team are actually in Ireland. So as I was doing a little bit of research on this one, I sent a couple of messages asking for authentic Irish banger recipes. And so shout out to Siobhan for finding a link with one and sending it to me. But I do have to give a shout out to all of them. So first and foremost, our fearless leader, Sarah. Then I'm gonna get in trouble because I'm gonna forget a name, I know it. But we've got Aaron, like I mentioned, Siobhan, the Shawns, the two Shawns in the warehouse, Susan, everyone else at the warehouse in Dublin that I have not met. Shout out to y'all as well. this is where it's gonna get interesting. We have some Allens, 2 Allens. Shout out to them. Lisa, Lucia, Manus, Derek, Steven. That may be everybody I've met. I think so. If I missed you, it was not planned. But I don't think I missed anybody. Oh, I did miss someone. My new BFF, Jay. That's an inside joke. So that's what we're gonna do. We are going to make our own bangers and mash from scratch, sausage and everything. And I was told that the Irish put beans on. Y'all put beans on everything. I'm not putting beans on these. We are gonna make our bangers from scratch, mash from scratch, and onion brown gravy from scratch. So, hold my beer. Okay, so I'm an absolute pro at sausage making. I've watched at least 2 YouTube videos so far, so I know exactly what I'm doing. The first step of making your own sausage is inventing a time machine, because you got to go back and get all this started so it can kind of sit and rest a little bit before you cook it. So the recipe that I found calls for 1 pound of pork belly and 4 pounds of Boston butt. Didn't find any that were that small, and I'm also going to save the rest of it to do some barbecue with. But this is a little over 8 pounds, so I'm just going to cut it in half. This was a hair over 1 pound, so we'll go with it. I am going to use the side with for my barbecue people, the money muscle up here, and then we'll leave the bone in on the rest of the side for the barbecue. So you want to cut those down into roughly 1-inch cubes and then put them into the fridge for a period of time so it cools back off. The point for both of those is so when you run it through the meat grinder, the fat doesn't render and get all mushy inside the casing. So into the fridge, probably 15 minutes I think is what most of them recommended. And then whenever you're ready to make the sausage, take them out, run them through. Right on the set. So they just came out of the fridge. So now for grind number 1. Make sure you have the medium die for this first grind, and then they go back into the fridge or freezer for another 15-20 minutes, cool all that down. Then you'll go down to the small die and do the final cut. So they just came out of the freezer for another 15-20 minutes. So it's now time for the final grind. I first met my eyes on sweet Molly.
sip of the rain on Mountain Dew. Skiddy-dum-dum-dum-dum, skiddy-dum-dum-dum-dum, skiddy-dum-dum-dum-dum.
So now to mix it all up, we've got our crushed-ish ice. And then have our seasoning, which is 2 teaspoons of garlic, 1 tablespoon of onion, 2 teaspoons of ground nutmeg, 1 teaspoon of mace, which we could not find, 2 teaspoons of black pepper, 3 tablespoons of salt, 1 teaspoon of dry rosemary, 1 teaspoon of sage, 1 teaspoon of dried thyme, and then 1 cup of breadcrumbs. Same thing that Santa lubed it on. Not really smart about it. I got it going. That's the thing, I got it going. I'm sure the comment section is going great over that.
Bye. Riley. Push your Earl Lacey Riley, she is taken to the south. Earl Lacey Riley, she will never give it up. It's obvious.
That way you'll end the show. So my first attempt ever at sausage, most stayed together. Positive. First ever onion gravy. We always make killer mash, so I'm not worried about that, but that's good. So we've made shepherd's pie and all kinds of things and used the store-bought gravy. That is as close to Ireland as I've had. It's 5 years? It's 2024 now. Yeah, almost 5 years. That gravy is phenomenal. I mean, everything else is really good too, but dang, that bite. I was literally sitting in a pub in Ireland with that bite. So if you want a little bit of Ireland in your mouth, make the gravy like we did. I don't really know what all we did to it, but you just watched the video, so you know what we did. So I'm not gonna ask for my beer back because I haven't let go of it the whole time. So instead of handing me my beer, cheers, mates.
I was thinking of doing an arch between two of the beds. Why am I here? I don't even like you. I'm talking about gardening.
God dang, it smells good.
A little bit of Ireland in your mouth.
I'm still in that.